Today I'm going to be showing you my Bushcraft Kit. This is the stuff I typically carry for a overnight, maybe 2 nights of bushcraft. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'll start off with my tools. The tools I would carry are my plumb. This is it's a 1.5 pound head with a 21 inch, I think it's 21 inch handle, hickory. I have it stained, razor sharp, very good tool. If I'm not carrying this, then I'll be carrying this, which is the cold steel trail hawk. I have a little corded wrap here for just for choking up, doing small work. 19 inch handle, also razor sharp. I love this. This is really cool. I carry this when I'd go on a day hike. I carry the axe for overnighters. Alright, this is my bush knife. This is the one I use most often. Let me get a close up. I won this in a giveaway on Bushcraft USA. Thank you for Long John Tinfoil for having this giveaway, and I'm very lucky to win it. This is a Puko full tang. It's a Scandi grind with a secondary bevel. German stainless steel. It's just a really nice knife. Alright, now onto my actual kit. This is a Alice style pack. It's a knockoff. It has the 2 side pouches, then it has a front pouch, and then it has the main bucket style cavity. Alright, I'm going to start out in this middle pocket right here. I'm going to lay the contents on here and explain them to you. Alright, so this is a zipper compartment, and in here I have this little fire kit. I'll open it up in front of you since this is a kind of a lengthy item. Alright, on top right here I have my flint and steel striker, which was gifted to me by Thor by 4 on Bushcraft USA. I love it. It's really cool. This tin is filled with charred cloth. You can see where I have the holes, and it's just packed with charred cloth. Alright, next I have a little Altoids tin with some rubber bands for holding all the stuff together. In here I have another small Altoids tin which has a magnifying glass kit, which I'll probably make a video soon on. I have pine pitch just for starting fires. I have a small fire steel, and then I have a wet fire. And all those just go together, just stacked on top of each other and held together with rubber bands. Alright, on to the next item. Alright, also in this pouch I have a tent peg for just for whatever I need it. If I need it, it's aluminum, so it doesn't really weigh anything. I have a leather strop, a piece of flint, a bait just in that one situation I can't get a fire going and I need one. Some birch bark, a big baggie of it. Put my knife on there so it doesn't blow away. A little bit of split fat wood and a jute, just tied up with a piece of jute. Bug spray in a little plastic bag so it doesn't leak all over my gear. Bug spray is really important in my area. Next I have this little thing. It's by General Electric. It has a P38 can opener on it, a razor, some toenail clippers, and a small little file. And that just is just a nice thing to have just because. Alright. Next in here I have my multi-tool, and it's the Gerber suspension. I really like this multi-tool. It works really well, and it really does its job really good. I just have a big nail for hanging up my pack in a tree when I get to camp. I have a compass for general navigation if I get turned around. I have snare wire. Then I have this old Craftsman knife that I got from a flea market. It's got an all can opener, bottle opener, and the main blade. Since it's carbon steel, I can use it for starting a fire with a piece of flint as a backup. And I have a jute lanyard on it, so I can wear it as a neck knife. Just so I have a neck knife and I always have one on me. So this will usually be on my neck, just because it's a nice thing to have, and I can take it off and use it to start a fire or to cut. Alright, next in here, I have just a little hang of jute. I usually don't carry paracord. I prefer jute because I don't carry a hammock or anything, so I don't really need 550 pound test cordage. This is like the jute that I have is 150 pound test, and I'm 125 pounds, so I'm on like the edge. But if I was to set up a hammock, I could double braid, or not braid it, but do double wrap with it, and I'll feel safe with it. Alright, lastly in this pouch, I have my main fire steel. I have my main fire steel and its striker, and this throws off really nice sparks. Sure you can't see them in the sun, but sparks are hitting the ground. And this is just a Coughlin's fire steel with the handle removed. And the striker is a broken handle off of a scissors on a keyring. Alright, that's most of my loose gear, and that's all in this small front pouch. Now on to this side pouch. The only thing I have in here is an extra piece of flint. I keep this pocket empty, so if I find like the gold mine of fat wood, I can put it in there. I can put natural tinders, anything in here, anything cool I find on the trail. Just good to have empty space to put extra items in. Alright, on to this pouch. This pouch does have stuff in it. I carry my saw in here. This is a Coughlin's folding saw. I always have this just because it's a really nice tool to have, and it does its job really well. Alright, next in here, I have my backup knife, which is the more classic one. Cuts really nice, really sharp, and it's just a good all-around knife to have. Next in here, I have a Write in the Rain notebook, just in case I want to take some notes, where I found something, where I put a new camp, just anything. Next in here, I have flagging tape to mark a trail to a new designated campsite that I made, or to any place I need to designate a trail to. Next in here, or lastly in here, I have the rest of that roll of jute twine. Alright, now on to the main compartment. In the main compartment, I have most of my bulky items, just because that way they aren't bulky on the sides, to where I can have that extra room in the sides to be able to divide up stuff. And it just really helps to have all the bulky stuff in the main compartment. Alright, now on to that. In here, on the very top, this is just a drawstring. Almost dropped my pack. It's just a drawstring opening. Alright, first thing here on top is my sleep system. This is my sleep system. 6x8 tarp, and then a 4x6 tarp. The smaller tarp for my ground sheet, the bigger one for head cover. I have 5 hanks of 350 pound test cordage in here. It's not paracord, but it's 350 pound test cordage. And this rolls up to about 1.5 pounds, and it's about a bigger round as my calf. That's comparison to my head, if you want to see how big a round it is. Alright, next up in here, right under that, is this military bag in here. That's my food items. Chipotle beef jerky, so I like to have something spicy. A power bar and 2 Cliff Bars inside of a mug. Also in this mug, I have a little bit of pepper in a little baggie. I have a spoon. In this little waterproof container, I have mixed up salt and pepper. In case I procure some game, I can make it taste better. Roasted and salted sunflower seeds that have already been husked. Then lastly in here, some peanut butter and some hot chocolate. And all this just goes in here towards the top of my kit so it doesn't get smushed. And that's my food items for my kit. And this would change. Like, I would add more food if I was planning on staying longer. But that's just like the basic food I carry. Oh, almost dropped my pack again. Alright. I'm gonna move this stuff to the ground just so I have more room. Alright, next is another one of those military surplus bags. This has most of my big gear in it. I have my hacky sack just for when I get bored. I have something to play around with if I'm not hunting and it's just like late, don't want to venture out. My Boy Scout mess kit that I also received in a giveaway on Bushcraft USA. The person I received it from, his name slips my mind right now. I'll probably post his name in the comments or in the description. But thank you so much. This is awesome. And it's vintage. So it's a really nice thing to have. I have a slingshot if I wanted to squirrel hunt or rabbit hunt. Also, usually I'd have probably a 22 with me. Either a 22 or my bow. If I was trying to get large game, if it was deer season, I'd probably bring my bow. Just because I have a license and everything and it's legal for me to procure game during season. First aid kit, haven't had to use it, never had to use it. Never had to use one before, never hurt myself with my tools. So it's there just in case I need it. And lastly in here is a small tackle box with all my basic fishing stuff. I don't fish in my area because there's not a stocked pond that I have found yet. But from what I've heard, there is a pond in the woods that I go to. I just haven't found it yet, so I keep it in there. When I find it, I'll start bringing in my pole. And I have a collapsible pole, so it won't take up much room in my pack. It'll probably be strapped to the outside. Alright, lastly in here is this. Yep, that's the last thing in my pack. So lastly, I have a pillowcase, and after at camp, I'd empty this and stuff this with leaves and stuff for a pillow. Alright, in here, I undo it. See a pillowcase. Now in here I just have some basic items. Fleece blanket, since it's summer, it gets really hot. Only gets down to about 65 at night, so I don't really need anything that big. I have 2 bandanas, some fabric, which is denim, so I can make charred cloth, do some heavy filtering, whatever I need to do. Then I have my work gloves. So overall, this kit weighs about 12 pounds, packed without water and without my axe or tomahawk. So it's a relatively light kit. The minimalist mark is 10 pounds, so I'm almost there. I'm comfortable with this weight, so it doesn't really bother me. I don't really feel that I need to go down to minimalist weight. It's still better just to have all the stuff you need, just in case you do need it. In case you get turned around or whatever happens, you get injured, you want to have the stuff that you need to survive. So yeah, guys, this was my Bushcraft kit, and that's what I carry in the woods for a night or two. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe.